Let's just start here. If your love life is a mess and your bestie's big idea is just text him and see what he says. I need you to put down your phone and slowly back away from the advice circle. Because today we're talking about a truth that might sting a little bit. Your friends are probably not the ones you should be listening to when it comes to your dating life. I don't know, just saying. It's an idea. I want to talk about it. If that's at all interesting or intriguing, I hope you will stick around because that's what's on the agenda. Here's the deal. Your friends love you. That's the problem. They're biased. They've got blinders on. They don't see you clearly. They see you, but make it flattering, right? So when you're telling them about somebody who ghosted you or strung you on for about 6 weeks, they're not going to say, well, that sounds like someone you should have blocked after week 1, doesn't it? No. They're going to say, wow, he doesn't deserve you. Or she's intimidated by how amazing you are. I mean, and it's sweet, really, but it's also useless. Because what you need in that moment is somebody who can call out your patterns, not just validate your pain. They're projecting their own stuff onto you. Oh, this one is big. Your divorced friend might tell you that dating is a waste of time and you should just get a cat. Your friend who's been married since college might suggest that you just let it happen naturally. Which, like, sure, Becky, but how? And then there's the friend who's got their own unresolved trauma and decides you should be celibate for a year because they were. You know, everybody's carrying a story. And unless they've done their own work and actually understand relationship dynamics, what they're giving you isn't wisdom. It's a rerun of their own emotional playlist. And honestly, they don't understand the current dating landscape. This is especially true if your friend is partnered up and hasn't dated since Obama's first term. They don't even know what it's like out there. They don't know about algorithm fatigue or hinge prompts or the weird talking stage purgatory that never leads to a date. So when they're like, well, if they like you, they'll make it happen. You're just sitting there thinking, right, but what if they're emotionally unavailable, have 12 other matches, and still follow their ex on Instagram? Exactly. Most friends genuinely mean well. They're trying to cheer you up, cheer you on, or boost your confidence, stop you from crying into your Chardonnay. But meaning well isn't the same thing as giving sound advice. If your car broke down, you wouldn't call your friend who once watched a YouTube video on spark plugs, would you? But somehow when it comes to dating, everybody's suddenly an expert? No, that's how you end up texting someone just, hey, at midnight and wondering why you woke up blocked. And it's tricky. A good friend doesn't want to hurt you. They're gonna soft pedal the truth, though, even when you probably need to hear it with a megaphone. So instead of saying you're chasing someone who's clearly not interested, they're going to say, well, maybe they're just busy. No, babe, no one's that busy. Not unless they're launching a rocket into orbit. And even then, you'd still get a good morning, beautiful text, wouldn't you? You need someone who can say, this isn't serving you. Period. Without tiptoeing around your feelings. Because sometimes kindness is clarity. Clarity is kindness. You know how when you were little, every holiday you got stuck at the kids' table? Wobbly chair, plastic cups, trying to cut a roll with a butter knife the size of your thumb. And then one day you're finally old enough to sit at the real table. Linen napkins, full-size forks, maybe even a glass with a stem. Becoming a channel member is a little like that. Same great company, just a better seat and a better view. So if you feel like claiming your spot, the join button is right there. I'm saving you a chair. Now we can head back to the episode. They are human, your friends. They're a little afraid of losing you, if we're being honest. So imagine this. You finally start dating somebody, someone decent, somebody with manners who shows up on time, maybe even owns real furniture, and suddenly your best friend's energy gets weird. They're supportive-ish, but also just kind of slightly off, like they're rooting for you, but also kind of hoping it doesn't work out too well, yeah, that's not your imagination. What's actually happening? They're a little freaked out. Not because they're jealous of the relationship itself, but because they're scared of what it might mean for them. Because when you're single, you're available emotionally, logistically. You're the late night texter, the spontaneous coffee run friend, the plus one who always says yes. But once you're in a relationship, that access changes. And when that happens, some friends start acting like they're being written out of the script without a proper send off. Now, they're probably not even aware they're doing it. It's not sabotage, it's survival mode. They're just trying to hold on to the version of you that they've known for some time, the one who belonged more to them than to anyone else. And yeah, that's tough. It's tough to feel somebody else stepping into your person territory. But here's where the hand holding comes in. If this is a friend who matters to you, tell them that. Give them a little peek behind the curtain. You don't need a TED talk, just something like, hey, I know I've been a little wrapped up, but I still love doing life with you. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this and that. And a good friend will get it. A great one will be awkward for like a minute and then show up with snacks and questions and maybe a little slightly forced smile. But they'll show up. And if they don't, if they keep tossing shade your way like they're auditioning for Real Housewives of Passive Aggression, that's not about you. That's just their stuff. And you're not responsible for solving it. You are allowed to grow. And the people who really love you, they'll grow right along with you. Also, if they really miss you that much, they can schedule brunch just like the rest of us. You're not dead, you're just dating. Friends are peacekeepers. That's the truth. They want harmony. They want you to feel good, which is lovely if we're at brunch. But in your dating life, you don't need a pacifier. You need a mirror. Growth doesn't happen in comfort zones. And most of your friends aren't going to rock the boat asking the real questions. Like, why do you keep dating people who treat you like a backup plan? What part of you thinks this is the best you can get? Those aren't casual coffee chat questions, but they're the questions that actually change things when you're dating. So, what should you do instead? Well, first, don't dump your friends. I'm not telling you to cut anybody off, but recognize that their role isn't your dating coach. They're your support system, yeah. Your happy hour crew, your emergency contact when you accidentally text your ex, sure. They're not your dating strategist. That's where people like me come in. Coaches, mentors, courses, people who actually study this stuff and can help you make sense of what's happening and what to do next. And if you've got one friend who really does give great, grounded advice, non-biased, keep them close. Feed them. Never let them go. An emotionally intelligent friend, oh my gosh, that's the best in situations like this. Your friends are great at a lot of things. Karaoke, road trips, talking you out of bad haircuts, reminding you not to ever get bangs again. But unless they've trained in dating dynamics or have a proven track record on helping people find healthy relationships, their advice should be taken with a grain of salt and a large glass of discernment. All right, I hope you found that interesting or helpful or will in the future. If you did or will, you might want to check out this episode here. And hey, before you go, please give Mom the thumbs up. She's demonstrating here. She's asking for it like it's a coupon that's about to expire. And please don't forget to subscribe, because if you're out here looking for love, you're going to need more than your friends' hot takes. I appreciate you being here today, and until next time, have a good one.